Hello, Steve White, Steve Arts 89. Well, it's horror movie weather. What is horror movie weather? I don't know. Am I the only one who sort of feels like watching particular films when it's particular weather? Like, some, it's very specific, like Psycho. Psycho was started on a really hot day, and it's the whole point that it's hot, and that's why Marion goes home because she's got a headache from the weather. And often in Australia, we have heat, and there's days where I want to watch it. And then, whereas I think of horror traditionally as like something you watch, particularly gothic horror movies, on like a cold, stormy night, or in winter or something, not really during the day or a summer sort of thing. And recently, we had a really bad cold snap a week or so ago, and then we had a few really nice warm days. And I sort of was looking at watching some science fiction stuff, and I sort of started on that. And then it sort of snapped cold again, and now we've got windy weather and storms, and it's like I was set up to watch a bunch of sci-fi movies, and I'd found a bunch of stuff, and I'd worked out some lists and stuff, and now I really feel like watching horror movies because it just feels like horror movie and horror movie weather. And it's like, I think I'm just gonna have to put the sci-fi down until like the weather starts to warm up again, and I'm just gonna focus on horror movies for the next at least couple of days. I don't know how long the weather's lasting, but is it just me that does that? Like, there's films I tend to watch dramas and comedies during the day and earlier in the day, and I watch horror and science fiction is sort of like an evening thing. I feel like you need to have the lights down low and like sit down and watch the visuals, the effects. Whereas horror is more of a later at night, or maybe even in bed at night, watching it. So yeah, so I'm trying to go through this science fiction marathon, and I just feel like watching horror, so I keep sort of getting sidetracked with horror movies in the evening. But I feel like I can't watch them until the evening. It's like, well, what do I watch in the meantime? Do I start science fiction and then switch over to horror? Um, yeah, I don't know. Am I the only one who does this as like a film lover, where you sort of have things that make you feel, movies that make you feel a certain way, or certain times of year, or certain things, situations that make you want to watch a particular type of film? As I guess in some ways, some sort of comfort food, or you sort of want it to feel a certain way, certain entertainment and that. So I don't know. I'm just curious. I just wanted to talk about that for a second, see what other people think. But yeah, I'm just going to go back to, I don't know. I'm like, I kind of had this Spaceballs Galaxy Quest double I want to do, but it really feels like horror, and I'm like, well, what am I going to watch? Like, I just went through a big horror movie marathon and watched most of the franchises that I had maybe watched the first movie but not the later movies, or hadn't watched in years. And I'm kind of down to just a couple of ones that I'm not that motivated to watch, like VHS and The Purge and some of those ones like that. So it's like, do I just go back and watch my favourites when it's like nice, horror movie weather? Or do I keep going and watch these ones that I watched once and can't remember, or I haven't actually seen, I bought them and didn't, actually watch the DVDs or whatever? I don't know. But I'm going to go. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think, and, if you have this sort of experience with films, and feeling like certain times of year or weather make you want to watch certain things, and then balancing that, if that's an issue, or is it just me? I don't know.